and
Trudy.
Trudy.
Her sidekick.
Her
And this month we were focused on the history of the Tarot.
Yes, and what an intense history it is.
Yes.
Yes.
Very exciting. So you're going to get the official Ava Trudy rendition of the history of the Tarot after this video, or after your reading, should we say. And we have a certain take on it.
Yes, we do. There are a multitude of interpretations about what the history of the tarot is, due to the fact that it's mysterious. It's cloaked in mystery and intrigue.
That's right.
So it's open to interpretation.
That's right. And so the way we interpret it is specific to our mission, which is to uphold the sacred feminine and to mine the history thereof, so as to empower you guys.
Yes, all you wonderful women out there who've lost your natural telepathic powers.
That's right.
And our mission is for you to feel it, to nurture it, to let it grow within you, and to let it help you realign you with the natural law of the universe.
Ooh. And to reclaim it.
And to reclaim it.
Because who's our man crush? Our tarot man crush of the month? Michael Sarius?
I really don't know how to
look below. We're putting him below.
He's got one of these names that no one ever can pronounce.
He's awesome.
He's awesome.
He's totally down with the sacred feminine.
That's right.
So you have to watch him. We love him, love him, love him.
Me too. Me
and
too.
So
our man crush for the month.
Yes, he's wonderful.
He is.
So, that said, here we are in the Tarot Cave.
Yes.
And we will be reading for you for the month of July.
Yes.
Oh my God, I can't believe it.
It's hot.
Oh my goddess.
Oh my goddess.
That's why we've descended to the depths of the cave.
It's nice and cool down
Finally,
here.
after Egypt.
Yes, after it's so hot in Egypt.
Yes.
So it's nice and cool. There's a few bats running around here, but flying around. But other than that, it's beautiful down here. We have the ruins behind us.
We do.
Another means by which to divine the future.
Right.
Yes.
Because in the beginning, the Tarot may have been actually steles. We've talked about that.
That's right.
They could have perhaps originated in Egypt as independent steles, which explained different rites of passage to the initiate.
Right.
If you can imagine that.
And
magical.
Later on, also, the tarot was a part of the sacred order of the Golden Dawn, or that's what I believe is really the reason that we have tarot right now, is because if it weren't for them, we wouldn't have the access to the tarot. The tarot's gone, was underground for many, many years, centuries in fact. So thank God that there are secret societies that have kept the knowledge and then recirculated it when it was culturally acceptable.
Yes.
Yes.
It is the book of truth.
Yeah.
The road, the tarot.
To wisdom and to self-knowledge is really what it is.
So we're so happy to be here.
Yes.
On with the reading. Onward ho!
Onward ho!
Before we do so, a little month recap.
Yes, recap for last month for Aquarius. It was a wonderful month for you, actually. I think it was very exciting because you were going on a journey in which you got the Fool in the second position of challenge. So your challenge was to set out on a journey in which you had to take some sort of risk into the unknown, but to do it joyfully, gleefully.
Right, and then in the first position we have the Hierophant, which is an anti-Aquarian card, and I'm sure I'll get many comments about that because we did call Aquarius the hippie last month.
I defended you, dear.
Some of you embraced it, others did not. However, Aquarius is very independent.
They're iconoclastic, and whatever you feel is iconoclastic to you, well then perhaps that's the word you should use.
And the reason we say the Hierophant colored the entire month and why that's important is that the Hierophant represents tradition, the accepted value system around you. So sometimes you're not really that excited about fitting in.
No, you're not excited about
or it's
fitting
not
in.
important.
No.
It's not important
and
to you.
sometimes it's even nauseating.
And sometimes it's just off your radar.
That's right.
Yeah.
So you had to then have the attitude of the Fool within the context of a very traditional set of laws or values.
Right.
And so that was the tough part. Because how do you be an artist when you have so many restrictions around you?
Right.
You see?
And then at the end we have the Four of Cups, which is really funny because it fits completely in with that story, which would be, wow, you get this offer and you're like, yeah, I'm not sure I want that. It might be too traditional. It may not be like sort of within my, you know, realm of, you know, the world according to Aquarius. Right. So, all good. Can't wait to find out what's coming up for you in the month of July because you had a good month last month.
Shuffle just to make sure.
And all readings are done in the moment. We do a 4-card spread here at Virtual Tarot, and if you haven't watched us before, we will tell you what that means. First month?
First month is the overview, the kind of tone of the month, emotional, intellectual, physical tone of the month. And the
second is challenges, obstacles, things you might face. Forewarned is forearmed. Third
is the unexpected, something that happens that either on an emotional or on a physical event level that surprises you.
And then the 4th card, the outcome, going into next month, and sort of a wrap up, and we'll give you a little bit of Ava Trudy girl talk at the very end.
Yes.
And look out because we'll do a summary. And with that said, let's begin. Here we go.
Month of July.
Oof. Month of July, Aquarius. What do you think it is?
Oh my.
Wow.
Oh my.
Boy, they really raced to the end quickly, didn't they?
That was an intense month last month then, because you're about to enter into a whole new world.
And you get the world, which is the major arcana card that ends the journey of the Fool.
That's right. It ends the journey of the Fool. So it's a rebirth.
Yes, it is.
So you're reborn into a whole new, either psychologically, a worldview, or you are literally transported into a whole different environment. That could be career-wise, that could be love-wise, that could be in any realm.
We're not sure yet because the cards that live next to it will sort of clear that up for us. Right.
But it's also, you can see she's holding the 2 rods. It's the left and the right brain. So it's also a hermaphroditic bringing together, a unification inside of you also of the male and the female, of the left and the right brain. This is a sort of a being born into a place where you can be whole.
Right.
That all of what you are is needed in order to accomplish your aim.
And there's that feeling of the traditional Christian faith would say this card would mean born again. Yes. And born again is sort of you're evangelized. Like this, there's this sense of, this newness, this freshness of life, and this complete turnaround. So that almost like wiping the slate clean and starting from a position of
purity.
Purity, correct.
Now, also on a metaphysical level, it has to do with the idea of abandoning completely the materialistic point of view. Finally coming out from being harnessed to the material world. Sort of like, okay, now I can see things in a more spiritual sense. That is, my spirit is shining out now. And I feel like I'm being led by values that are more true to me. So my goodness.
It is birth.
It is birth.
And so when you think of birth and the birth canal and the pain of
look at
birth.
That. It's a vulva.
Yes, well, we call it the vagina card.
It's the vagina card.
So the birth has occurred, and all of the pain that is associated with birth,
right.
the birthing pangs, are in the past.
They're in the past.
Yes, and you see the light, and you are living now in this new world,
new paradigm,
which is the world.
Which is the world.
Perfect.
Right. And
woo!
All right.
You ready? Oh, I'm sorry, I interrupted you. What were you going to say? And?
Well, she's one of the goddesses. There are
yes.
many goddesses
yes.
in the tarot deck.
Yes.
Because we're talking about the tarot. So the tarot deck is about the female spiritual means by which to reconnect with the divine. And she's being reborn. So that the female mind, the femaleness, the receptivity to the other world is what the whole card is about. So it's really just, it's a celebration of the female, really.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's beautiful. And in the position of
the challenge for you. Look at that. Two major arcana. Oh my.
Goddess cards.
2 goddess cards for you.
This is what our man crush Michael speaks about. These cards.
Right.
The world, the high priestess, the empress.
That's right. These are the goddess cards. And who is she? She's the goddess that stands for the veil between the material world and the spiritual world. And so she's the mystery. See, she wears the cross, and that's the
compass.
The compass.
It was the Celtic compass. Originally, that's where the cross came from.
Well, it is Celtic, that's for sure. And so are the swords Celtic?
So are the swords, yes.
The swords were the sword that slays evil. The sword that conquers that which is...
the sword of truth.
The sword of truth. That which, again, if you're possessed by the material concepts, that is the appetites, anything that drives you just on a material level, the sword is a symbol of that which cuts through that and gets to the truth of it.
But the cool thing about her is she's sitting between these 2 pillars, which are yin and yang, shadow and light. And really what comes to me is shadow and light. She's sitting between shadow and light. So she's deciding which secrets to explore. I don't know why that's coming up, but sort of wherever you put your consciousness, that's your reality. So it could be interesting to see where Aquarius's consciousness is going this month.
So your challenge, as you've been reborn into this whole new paradigm, is to access within yourself the intuitive side of yourself.
The secret places.
The secret places within yourself to bring up the creative spirit.
Right, because behind her we have pomegranate.
Yes.
Lots and lots of it.
And pomegranates, again, are the most seeded fruit. So
it's the universe.
Symbolically,
yeah.
They represent the seeds, the ideas, the concepts that you want to manifest. And they're right in front there. That's what the veil is. So,
yes, the veil is what will you manifest? What will you spread?
Right.
Where will your inner, I mean, it's a pure card too.
Right.
This is like the place of purity, and it's equal sort of to the magician, the female, cool, calm, collected,
exactly.
The aspects of the feminine.
As we were saying, the natural laws, the laws of love, is what divides, what that veil divides. The laws of love are behind that veil, and you need to access those laws. Are you adhering to the laws of love?
Right. Well, let's check on the next card. I can't wait to find out what it is.
The unexpected.
In the position of the unexpected.
That.
Well. So we have the 8 of Swords, and all of these are in the upright. Now the Eight of Swords is, well, it's sometimes sort of the card of like negative mental thought. You know, it's negative self-talk, I guess.
I get it.
Yeah.
You know what it is? It's lack of confidence here.
Mm.
Unexpectedly, you're a little nervous because there's a huge challenge in front of you, and you've been introduced into it in a whole new, as I said, paradigm. Mm-hmm. And so unexpectedly, you get the jitters.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Yeah, I feel that too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You get the jitters. In other words, suddenly the memories of where you failed before encircle you, and you feel trapped by it.
Which the memories would be the Eight Swords surround her. That's
right.
And there's one in front, but the Eight are behind.
And so she's bound and she can't see. So,
right.
So in other words, you're frightened. Mm-hmm. This is fear. Mm-hmm. Fear of the responsibility, fear of the newness of it.
And it's old tapes too, because this reminds me of, you know, how we always talk about, you know, you got to reprogram. Like our minds are like sort of little hard drives that sort of play the same program over and over
again.
So it's almost like the reboot card.
Right.
So
exactly. Everyone suffers from that.
Yeah, you may need a reboot.
Yeah. In other words, get rid of it all.
Mm-hmm. Erase the hard drive.
Erase.
Get a new operating system. Which is kind of like this card.
Yes.
And it's like this card.
And it's like that
card. Right, you need to upgrade your operating system.
Right, your internal operating system.
Right, I think there's a new OS. Apple just introduced a new OS, and they're constantly doing this just to keep us, you know, on our toes and buying new equipment.
Yes, they're very clever.
Yes. So you need to update your internal operating system. Erase those tapes and put affirmations all around the house.
In fact, you could do it just by little post-its everywhere you go.
Yeah.
You can find them everywhere.
And bury yourself in this new world, which means like books, people, things around you.
The challenge, the high priestess. Use whatever you can. And I recommend using the tarot.
Yes.
Everyone needs to understand that the tarot is really one of the most magnificent tools available in the modern world that is geared absolutely to the Western mind.
Yes, it is. Mm-hmm. It is the book of Thoth or truth.
Or the book of truth.
Right. And the thing is, this is a book, not unlike other books, sacred books, which you can read, you can digest, you can use as a spiritual pathway.
That's right.
To wholeness.
That's right.
So, there we go. There we go. We pontificated.
Right.
Yay, next card.
And the end of the month.
Oh.
Yahoo!
So you are completely living in Joyland. This is the Joyland card.
Yes.
So
that
it's got Ace
offer
of
that
Cups.
came last month that you didn't know you were going to take or not suddenly becomes even bigger, more grand, more enticing.
Yes.
And you probably take it. And
it's the monad.
It's the monad.
Ace of Cups, going back to Pythagoras, it's the source of this new joy land, this is the world, which is why I keep going to Joyland, because you're on your road to joy. You're on the road to Joyland.
That's right.
Now, isn't there a song? You're
on
the road to Joyland. I think it's a spiritual.
Oh, it is?
It's a spiritual because, you know, it takes hope, faith, and love to get to Joyland.
That's right.
And that's kind of where you're going.
But this is a cup overflowing with love. And remember I said that what she's trying to do is access and obey the laws of love, which...
she's the key.
She's the key.
This month, the High Priestess.
I think that she's the key because through her you arrive here.
And you turn this card around.
And you turn that card around. Everyone has trepidations about
just
whether
unexpectedly
they
you're
can or
going to
cannot
go.
do.
Yeah.
Everyone.
Yeah.
Everyone has self-doubt.
You have to get through the little you know, the jitters or stage fright.
Stage fright is what it is. Yes, it's stage fright.
Yes.
Which
is unlike Aquarius.
You know, the word confidence is very interesting, because to acquire confidence, you have to confide in yourself.
Ooh.
That's the truth.
Yes.
So this is about confidence and not having enough. And so this is about confiding. The High Priestess is about confiding in yourself.
Wow, yeah, because if you do that, and the High Priestess is also, she's sort of, she's behind the veil as well. When she's in the upright, I mean, she is behind the veil. So it's like sort of your inner, and we all have everything inside of us that we need. The person to confide with, I guess I'm saying, is the High Priestess.
That's
because
right.
She's behind maybe the conscious mind.
She is. She's subconscious, but she's also superconscious.
Yes.
The superconscious mind.
Right, that's true. And define the superconscious, Ava.
Well, the superconscious is the mind that is the wise mind. It's not the subconscious where things are chaotic.
Like the primitive brain.
The primitive brain is generally what the subconscious refers to, but the superconscious is that mind which knows, which understands, which knows your destiny, which is always feeding you intuitively information that will help you in order to arrive at your highest destiny.
Right. So it's like the Wizard of Oz. Like if you want to go back to Kansas, Dorothy, you got to confide with your inner High Priestess.
And this would be a great month, I think, for them also to then have a personal reading.
Yes.
Because what we do is we interpret the symbols of the tarot, and the symbols are the language, the key to open up the superconscious mind.
Right.
So that when we read for you, we can open up that which is personal to you.
Right. So it'd be a great month.
It would be a great month
for Aquarius to have a reading.
Right.
So let's talk a little bit about readings and how our audience can get a reading.
Yes, you just go to virtualtarot.wordpress.com, and we have a menu of readings there that you can peruse and see if maybe one of those is pertinent to your particular concern or problem. And then
it's very easy. Once you go to the site, first thing,
you pay for it.
You pay for it. So you'll see the donation buttons.
There's all kinds of prices for it.
Yeah, so, yeah. We have lots of different
prices for it.
You pay for it, and then you send us your question to avatrudy@yahoo.com. We'll get right back to you. It pops up on our little cute little cell phones, and we call each other on the back phones, and we go, "Oh my God, it's a reading!
Oh my God!
Oh my goddess! I mean,
oh my goddess! Yes.
And then we create a reading for you.
Yes. And we create a reading for you, and then we do an audio file of it, meaning that we record it. And then we send that recording via your email back to you so that you can listen to it as many times as you'd like or you need to. So you can keep it with you forever if you like.
You can share it. You can even gift one to a friend.
Yes.
Gift a reading to your dad.
Yes. You know what we're trying to do is we're trying to demystify.
Right.
Or if not demystify, I don't think that's the truth. I think that what we're doing is making the tarot much more of something that is pertinent.
Understandable.
Understandable.
It's kind of like the Bible is written in the King James Version, Old English.
Yes.
It's very difficult to understand.
Yes.
So we try to sort of humanize the tarot and bring the symbology down to, you know, like a cultural perspective that we actually all understand, because symbols change
and when they need to be revised according to the culture that you find yourself in.
That's right.
Because otherwise it doesn't have any relevance. You see, when we look at a picture, it's very much like the child's mind. We love pictures.
Yes, we do.
And they open up in us a whole world of ideas. And so a picture can represent a multitude of ideas.
That's right.
But you need also to have a certain feel for what particular ideas are more relevant to the question, to the person, to their needs.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
So with that said, so
Yes.
beautifully by Ava, please stay tuned for the mini documentary all about the history of the tarot from our perspective.
From our
because
perspective.
there are many perspectives, but
we want the women of the world to reclaim the tarot.
this is your book, girls, right
This is
here.
it.
This is your Bible, Torah.
Everyone especially should have the weight rider deck.
Yes, you
in
should.
my opinion.
And last but not least, we're gonna have a contest.
A contest!
Contest.
Yes.
All right, everyone. This is the door prize. These gorgeous Voluspa candles.
Yes. The best of the best.
The best of the best. They smell so good. And what do we have?
Pomegranate.
And we have apricot.
Apricot.
So, in order
yes.
to win this lovely little gift, what you need to do is post a video telling us what you think of Ava and Trudy at Virtual Tarot.
Why you like the show is really what we're
Why
looking
you like
for.
the show, or
What you get from it.
you
what,
can even
what it
say why you
means to
don't like it.
Of course, that's not going to win anything.
If you're witty enough, it might.
It might if you're witty enough, yes.
Post it to our Facebook page. We're gonna put our Facebook link right underneath this video. We really, really want your videos. Post them. We're gonna take the best of the best, post them on our YouTube channel.
Yes, we are.
As sort of a mashup.
Yeah, a mashup.
And the winning
You'll
videos,
get one of these.
and 2 will win.
And get two, yeah, we'll have 2 winners.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yay!
I think
So,
that's fair. So,
we love it. We love it. We want to do a shout out to Swati.
Swati!
Yay!
Hi, Swati!
And also all the bundle keepers out there, which you guys know who you are.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, the bundle keepers.
The bundle
yes.
keepers.
Our male fans whom we love and adore.
We do, we do.
We do.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
And last shout out is to the Leo King. Thanks for showing up.
Thank you, Leo King.
Yay!
We love you too.
Okay, so we'll see you guys all next month in the month of...
Oh my God, is it August?
Yes.
The years have gone, if not more.
It's crazy, isn't
It's
it?
crazy.
But stay tuned. You never know what we might do.
That's right.
It's August.
It's August. All right. Bye.
Have a great month.
Bye. Last month we learned about the ancient Egyptian mother goddess Isis, the goddess of the feminine divine, and we traced her 1600-year history and influence throughout the ancient world. This month we explore the history of the tarot and its connection to Egypt and Isis and the mystical teachings of the ancient world. The origin of the tarot is shrouded in mystery, but there's one convincing theory backed by ample and credible circumstantial evidence that it originated from ancient Egypt. In his great work called The Gypsies, Samuel Roberts presents historical proof of the Egyptian origin of the tarot. Roberts offers anthropological and linguistic proof of the Egyptian origins of the tarot. The word tarot itself is derived from 2 Egyptian words, tar, meaning road, and ro, meaning royal. Thus, the tarot constitutes the royal road to wisdom. And one of the most intriguing legends about how the tarot may have left Egypt and spread around the world is that after the destruction of the temple Serapeum in Alexandria, a large group of attendant priests banded themselves together to preserve the secrets of the rites of Serapis. Their descendants, the Gypsies, so named because of the Europeans' mispronunciation of the word Egyptians, carried the most precious of the volumes that had been saved from the burning library. Most importantly, the Book of Thoth, the Tarot. These priests became wanderers upon the face of the earth, remaining a people apart, with an ancient language and a birthright of magic and mystery. The Gypsies used the Tarot as both a visual scripture and for purposes of divination. By the 15th century, when the first recorded evidence of the Tarot surfaced, it had taken on the flavor and look of the French aristocracy and royal court, who had been using the Tarot for divination purposes. But the ancient Egyptian symbolism of the Tarot had not been completely removed. There were still many symbols in the Tarot that had ancient Egyptian ties, as is the case with the card of the High Priestess. The lady depicted in this card is called the Isis of the Tarot. A remarkable card symbolically. It's nearly impossible to exhaust its symbolism. However, the crown she wears resembles the one the Egyptian goddess Isis wears. The veil behind the High Priestess is a poignant symbol. This veil hangs between the material world and the world of the subconscious, or dreams, or our deeper spiritual understanding, which is one of the three worlds that Isis ruled. The soul of the Tarot and the path it takes us into deeper self-understanding places it as one of the most intriguing yet widely available tools of Western mysticism. The ancient mystical school of Hermes had an axiom, and that is, as above, so below, which means that what occurs on one level causes change on another level. In this concept, there is no randomness. All is interconnected. The Tarot, as a divination tool, works exactly on this principle by showing you, with the cards below, a reflection of yourself and your life on many levels, and your relationship with your destiny as above. The multi-layered, rich in potential revelations of the Tarot can be read like a book, which opens up your perceptivity and gives you invaluable insight into your life and into your ultimate destiny. When we as women begin to work with the Tarot, we begin to consciously work at our own transformation, unlocking and releasing the power of the feminine divine.